Abu
where Oba Akiloye Owolabi Olakuleye has been crowned the 43rd
Cable crowd spilling over to the of as the Ola staff of by Governor of the state. Governor Labu said he has no that the at the event. Some others are in the town of Sakoto, Mohak Sahar.
Wole Soyinka on his 90th birthday, describing him as a global icon and Nigerian of Soyinka's multiple literary works. The playwright winning the 1986 Nobel Prize in Literature was a testament to his explosive creative ability and a validation of his prodigy of erudition. In his congratulatory message to mark the literary icon's 90th birthday, Aiyedatiwa noted Soyinka's worthy contributions to the June 12 struggle and Nigeria's return to democracy in 1999, saying the sacrifices he made have left great footprints on the sand of time. Governor Aiyedatiwa Nigeria is proud of Soyinka and his achievements and will forever be grateful to him for bringing glory and honor to the country and the continent at large. Aiyedatiwa also commended Soyinka's restless interventions as a political activist who had been speaking truth to power for over 6 decades of his adult life. The governor wished him many more feathers to his cap. 5 persons in Ado-Ekiti, the capital of Ekiti State, have been hospitalized after being hit by bullets allegedly fired by an officer of Ekiti State Agro. The incident Kute area of the community. The victims passersby are currently receiving treatment at the government health facility in the town. The mishap was caused by an agro-marshal's officer who, in the process of clearing the road for vehicles, shot into the air, with some of the bullets hitting the victims, among whom were his colleagues. The trigger happy suspect has been arrested as investigations gets underway. Now to the nation's capital, 4 persons have been rescued alive from the rubble of a collapsed 2-story building located at Buhari Area Council. The director, FCT Federal Emergency Management Department, Florence Wenengem, noted that the department was notified of the incident by passers-by and also received a distress calls from residents. She added the rescues are taken to the Cuba General Hospital as efforts are ongoing to search for a person that hit the collapsed building. When and therefore going to the last person removed, if at all there is still someone trapped in the rubble. The collapsed building contained 45 self-contained apartments and was previously used as a hotel before it was converted for residential purposes. Meanwhile, Governor Caleb Mutfwang of Plateau State has ordered the closure of Saints Academy in Jos, which collapsed on Friday, killing over 22 persons. The governor said out of the 154 persons who were injured and rushed to hospital, 74 of them have been treated and discharged. Mutfwang commiserated with the families of the deceased children and promised that the state government would bear the cost of the treatment of those injured. He ordered that all flags be flown at half-mast to honor the victims of the school building collapse.
A number of them have been rescued. As a matter of fact, I was at Ola Hospital, even though it's unfortunate that I lost some of them. It's unfortunate. But at least, so far, those that have been rescued presently, they all survived.
I was at home when one of my sisters called and told me that the school collapsed. So I rushed there. I did not see any of them. There are 2. There are 3 in the school. The first one is writing his WAEC, so he don't have paper today, so he didn't go to school. It's the 2 girls that went to school today. So as I rushed there, everything is down already. So I was looking for them. I couldn't find any. Before someone now told me that he saw when they brought this one out from the building. So the next car that dropped again, that packed children, so I now followed the car down to Jankwani here.
We're in the class, right? We are trying to go for another class. You get? Like we're trying to come out from that class to go for another subject. So we are standing up. The class we did not see any sign, nothing. The class just collapsed. That was all. And then I struggled out and I came out.
We've ordered all our hospitals to take this emergency matter seriously. As they step in, there shouldn't be need for any documentation or any need for people to ask for money or anything, because it's an emergency situation.
Eyewitnesses, government official and victim of the school collapse in Jos in Plateau State. Now, Minister of Housing and Urban Development, Ahmed Dangiwa, has directed an immediate and comprehensive investigation into the of the St. Academy School building in Jos. The minister described the incident unacceptable and promised that anyone found culpable will feel the full weight of the law. The minister expressed condolences to the families of those who lost their lives and wished those in hospital a speedy recovery. He noted that building collapse is preventable and that the ministry is committed to ensuring that building standards and regulations are enforced in the country. We're due to take a break on the news at 7. We'll be back with more stories. Stay with us.
Don't worry, we'll talk later, yeah?
Buddy,
how far?
give me small spot, I beg. Make I play game, I beg.
Oh, yeah, now.
Thanks, G. No, season 5 don't come out.
But the Afan, I got you.
Body, I beg, make I connect. I beg, I need to stream.
Mojaba.
Hey, what's that now?
Enjoy 100% data bonus with night data. Dial *312# to enjoy.
Power your relentless ambition with ultra high speed data.
Glow Unlimited.
Thank you for rejoining us on the news at 7. You can watch us live on our website www.osrc.ng or follow us on Facebook at Osrc TV, and on YouTube you can subscribe to our channel Osrc TV Ondo. More stories now. President Bola Tinubu says plans are underway to complete the rehabilitation of the East-West Road connecting Bayelsa, Rivers and Akwa Ibom. According to the president, his administration is supporting Niger Delta Development Commission (NDDC) to deliver his renewed hope at the Niger Delta people. The president emphasized the need for the commission to change its approach in order to transform the region. Tinubu said he has authorized NDDC President Bola Tinubu has approved the appointment of Dr. Abubakar Dantosho as Managing Director of the Nigerian Ports Authority. The President also approved the appointment of Senator Idai as Chairman of the Board of the Nigerian Ports Authority. Dantosho holds a doctorate in Maritime Technology from Liverpool, John Moores University, the United Kingdom, and a master's degree in International Transport from Cardiff University of Wales, United Kingdom. Senator Adeyeye, the board chairman, is a seasoned lawyer, journalist, and politician. He is a former Minister of State for Works and former senator representing Ekiti South Senatorial District. Silas Agara, an entrepreneur and sports administrator who previously served as Deputy Governor of Nasarawa State, has been appointed by the President the new Director General of National Directorate of Employment. It succeeds Nu Fipo, who former President Muhammadu Buhari appointed in May 2021. The NDE was established in November 1986 and began operations in January 1987 to address the effects of the economic recession of the 1980s, which led to a profound drop in capacity utilization and consequent outright closure of industries in Nigeria. The appointment of Tosin Adeyanju as Executive Secretary of National Lottery Trust Fund has been approved by President Bola Tinubu. Adeyanju succeeds Bello Megari, who former President Muhammadu Buhari reappointed in March 2023. The President described Adeyanju an accomplished administrator and good governance advocate. Tinubu said he expects the new Chief Executive Officer to ensure transparency and efficiency in the operations of the agency to actualize its objectives. The ruling of the Supreme Court affirming financial autonomy for the local government system has elicited reactions from among Nigerians, with most respondents applauding the judgment. Respondents in Akure lauded the development, describing the judgment a landmark decision that will free the local government from undue influence of state governors. Joy Pius in this report weighs the benefits of the judgment and its impact on local government and its implications on the states.
The 774 local governments in Nigeria will now receive their allocation directly from the federal account, following the Supreme Court's judgment granting financial autonomy to the councils. The federal government, through the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister for Justice, instituted an action against council areas, contrary to the provision of the 1999 Constitution. The support declaration stops state governors from directly or indirectly withholding or disbursing funds meant for local governments, as well as cutting into the flow of democratically elected officials of local governments. Reacting to the development, residents of Akure, the Ondo State capital, commended the judgment, saying the local government must be recognized as a third tier of government and be properly equipped to manage their affairs.
But the state government has changed it because of their own interests. They want total control. And you can now see that they have incapacitated the local government. And that is why they will never allow the local government to function. They will never allow them to conduct election into local government. Rather, they put caretaker committee. That is their own stooge. People they can control, because he who pays the piper dictates to tune. Once they put them there, they dictate to them what they will do.
This local government now having autonomy, and there's no immunity to that. I believe that they will make do with that opportunity and try as much as possible to actually account for the money allocated to their local government.
A legal practitioner, Ibukun Fasomi, applauded the Apex Court's judgment, saying Nigerians had forgotten the essence of local government administration, but with the decision, their impact will be felt by all citizens across the country.
We have that now local governments in Nigeria are a shadow of itself. They do not run the way the government and the constitution expect it to run. Local government should ordinarily be one of the federating units of Nigeria as a federal state. We have the federal, we have the state, and the local government. Now what we have is that most states have pocketed their local government administration, and most of them go cap in hand to beg the governors for funds every month. In fact, some of them are stooge of their governors. So if you look at the implications of that particular action, that is that kind of relationship between the governor and the local government committees, or let me say administrators, or whatever it is, it gives you a clear picture of why dividends of democracy is not getting to the grassroots.
What effect does the declaration have on Ondo State, whose local government administration has not been democratically constituted?
Some states have democratically elected local government structure, but as at the last count, about 17 are running their local government on transition committee and caretaker, which is against the spirit and letters of the constitution. So we must understand that those states, they have not offended the constitution. Their council continues, just that the money will no longer go to their state government. It will go straight and directly to the local government chairman, the local government account. That is the import of that. But for states that like Ondo State, that is running, that doesn't have a democratically elected local government whatever, they will have to now.
With these judgments, governments can now generate their own revenue from money allocated to them.
The need for media practitioners to be professional in dealing with societal issues has been stressed. This dominated the discussion on the theme, Curbing Domestic Violence in Society, the Media Perspective, during the Trumpet Magazine 2024 Lecture and Award.
Among the ethics of journalism in any given society is respect for privacy and professional integrity as deliberated upon at the Trumpet Magazine 2024 Lecture and Award presentation. Guest lecturer Dare Daniels, with over 15 years of journalism experience, said media outfits engage in societal issues like domestic violence to unfold hidden agenda of evil perpetrators.
Media has helped to promote the fact that women are not restricted. Your place is not only in the kitchen. Media has helped to tell the society that there is gender equality. What a man can do, a woman can also do.
Chief Press Secretary to Ondo State Governor Ebenezer Adeniyo, who charged on prioritizing the ethics of the profession, reminded editors of proper proofreading, which is the major aspect in news production.
Those of us who are in journalism profession, there is a need for us to continue to embrace that aspect, the ethics of the profession. Whether you are a radio broadcaster, TV broadcaster, or print journalist.
Others joined their voices on the requirements of a greater society.
The radio talks about it. The media talks about the backlog, telling you you're right and I'm right. And they have people that have been saddled with the responsibility, legally, medically, psychologically. The agency is there on those, and she's free of charge.
Some of the cases that are reported are not quickly dispensed in the law courts. So I want to recommend now that a special court should be set up to try some of the cases.
Publisher of the Trumpet magazine, Abiola Akinaya, just spoke on the vision of the magazine to include recognizing personalities who have contributed to the growth of their immediate environment, the society at large. He said, Trumpet magazine has come to stay.
A coach that has come, and media is the mouthpiece of IT, and that is why we have carefully chosen this topic so as to erode the nemesis or the side effect, the consequences the society is facing as touching social violence.
Award of excellence were presented to various personalities.
Them to have recognized me, I consider that an honor that also requires to be reciprocated. No matter what, no matter how big or small, that recognition is. It's not a thing I can sweep under the carpet.
This award is going to spur me to do more, projecting the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps in Ondo State, and to also ensure that the NSCDC in Ondo State will keep the trust that the people have in us.
They called for lasting solution in curbing domestic violence in society. Omoriola Hungbeji, Osrc.
The federal government has commenced the free conversion of petrol and diesel-powered commercial vehicles to compressed natural in a bid to cut the cost of transportation nationwide. It started the exercise in Abuja and Lagos and urged commercial transport owners to key into the scheme by bringing their vehicles to be converted, stressing that the use of CNG would reduce the cost of transportation by over 40%. Officials of the Federal Ministry of Information and National Orientation, along with those from the Presidential Compressed Natural Gas Initiative, monitored the commencement of the exercise at the Federal Capital Territory as transporters brought in their vehicles to be converted. Speaking at one of the conversion centers during the commencement of the exercise, the Sales and Business Development Manager, Lara Okunleye, urged transporters to take advantage of the offer, as this would help in crashing the cost of transportation across the country. She added that the conversion started from Abuja and Lagos, with others to join soon. Inspector General of Police Kayode Egbetokun has ordered the enforcement of the digitized Central Motor Registry CMR beginning from July 29, 2024. This, according to the police boss, is to modernize and digitize the motor vehicle registration system, bolstering the nation's security and safety framework. The eCMR is an advanced, real-time online repository of motor vehicle data designed to support police investigations and operational activities, as well as combat vehicle-related crimes, including terrorism, banditry, kidnapping, and armed robbery. In the same vein, the force spokesman, Muyiwa Adejobi, said the eCMR system will make services like change of ownership, license number, engine, and chassis body seamless, ensuring vehicles' genuineness, aiding in tracking and recovery of stolen vehicles and preventing the sale of stolen vehicles to innocent buyers. Adejobi added that enforcement was necessary to secure the country and reduce the incidence of vehicle thefts, urging vehicle owners to cooperate with the police. Outside Nigeria now, not less than 8 decomposing bodies wrapped in body bags have been found from a quarry in Mukuru, Kenya, 3 weeks after a bloody anti-tax protest marred by police shootings, abductions, and enforced disappearances. This grim revelation came amid reports detailing widespread abductions and enforced disappearance during the protest after protesters stormed the Kenyan parliament on June 25. Blessing will be as more.
bodies in a Kenyan quarry located in Mukuru. Rights groups say amid ongoing tensions following anti-government protests, the bodies were found in a collection of slums in the capital, Nairobi.
So hatujui.
Mukuru Justice Center activist Millionaire Motors said most of the bodies are women and that they quite don't know whether they are among the people who were adopted because of the protest. Activists have accused police of using excessive force and adopting dozens in an attempt to quell deadly protests last month. Intense criticism forced Kenya's chief, Japhet Koome, to resign on Friday. President William Ruto announced Koome's resignation the day after he fired nearly his entire cabinet. The Mukuru's discovery comes after the body of Denzel Amandi, a protester who disappeared during the demonstration, was found last week in a quarry outside Nairobi, according to Amnesty International. Ruto said reported adoptions were regrettable and that any officer found responsible would be held to account. The government person police on the social media platform X, saying that authorities are analyzing samples to identify the disease and that investigations are underway. Blessing Obe, Osrc News.
Israeli forces have pulled back from parts of Gaza City after a fierce, week-long offensive that met with Hamas resistance, leaving dozens of dead and wrecked homes and roads in the Palestinian enclave's biggest urban area. The offensive, 10 months into Israel's campaign to eliminate Hamas militants, took place as US-backed mediators sought to finalize a peace deal that would free remaining hostages taken by the militants in their cross-border rampage on October 7. Aderunke Kolawole has more.
Israeli forces have retreated from some Gaza City districts after a fierce week-long offensive. They left dozens of dead and wrecked homes and roads, residents and rescue services. Bodies wrapped in white straw and bearing the names of the dead women and men lay on the floor at Al-Ahli Hospital. The Gaza Civil Emergency Service said teams had collected around 60 bodies of Palestinians killed by Israeli forces over the past week from the area of Tel Awa, the edge of the Gaza Civil Emergency Service said teams had collected around 60 bodies of Palestinians killed by Israeli forces over the past week from the area of Tel Awa and the edge of the Sabra neighborhood in Gaza City. While tanks withdrew from some areas, Israeli snipers and tanks continue to control high ground at some locations and warn residents from there against trying to return home. The military has said its forces were working to dismantle Hamas capabilities in Gaza City and that it, quote, follows international law and takes feasible precautions to mitigate civilian harm. The armed wings of Hamas and Islamic Jihad said they killed and wounded many Israeli forces with anti-tank rockets and mortar fire. There has been no Israeli army comment on those claims. The Gaza City offensive took place as US-backed mediators worked to finalize a peace deal that will free remaining hostages taken by Hamas in their cross-border attack on southern Israel on October 7. On Friday, a senior Hamas official blamed Israel for failure to build a momentum created when the Islamist faction dropped a key demand in the US-drafted ceasefire offered a week ago to clear the way for a deal. There has been no immediate comment from Israel. Aderunke Kolawole, Osrc News.
And to end the news tonight, another look at the top stories. Ondo State Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa has congratulated Professor Wole Soyinka, who is today celebrating his 90th birthday. Aiyedatiwa described the Nobel laureate a global icon and Nigerian patriot of the highest standard. We also told you that the federal government has begun to investigate Friday's building collapse in Plateau State, which claimed the lives of more than 20 students, even as rescuers battle to save trapped occupants from a crop house in Abuja. And more reactions continue to trail Nigeria's apex court ruling on local government's autonomy. And from the foreign scene, Kenyan police have discovered mutilated bodies of 8 women in a dump site. And that's the news tonight. Thanks for watching.